Hello friends, this is Ryan Hicks of TaughtToProfit.com. Today I want to talk to you about business opportunities and how to tell whether or not they are a scam or just not going to make you any money. They may make somebody money, but normally the only person that makes money on a lot of these things is the individual trying to sell you the business opportunity in the first place. Most of these business opportunities you see today, whether online or offline, are not necessarily outright scams. They generally have a product or have something, but they're just not going to make you any money. And some of them are scams or little deceptive, but most of them are just upselling. So they have a really low barrier of entry, normally like $1 trial or some maybe free for the first month or something. And they get you getting customers to follow you. And normally it ends with you having to buy something bigger, spend more money in order to make the quote unquote real profits. In many cases, there's no product even being sold. It's information, and it's covered in such a way that, oh, this information is great and it's so valuable. It's better than having a physical product. Now, sometimes the MLM companies will have a physical product. It may be a health food product or some other sort of product, but every time the product costs way more than a similar or even better product in the store would cost you, because that's how they make their money. They have to have this product inflated. That way they can pay commissions to people who are reselling this product or referring people to this product. And that's the way even non-MLM companies, many of them are. They have an inferior product or a product that is, maybe it's perfectly fine, but the price is ridiculously marked up. And how are you going to go through getting a real good business going when you're selling a product way higher than everybody else with no extra benefit? It doesn't have an extra service or something that would make it more valuable. The only thing you have is a business plan attached to it. That's going to fail miserably. That's not very sustainable. And that's why you see a lot of these MLM companies and various business opportunities. They come, they get really big. Everybody's talking about them all over social media, and then they disappear, or they change their name, or there's something like this. These things are not the way to get any kind of real wealth. Very few people, except for the people at the very top or the people who found these companies, make any kind of money. Now, here's some basic tips for any kind of business opportunity to tell whether or not it's a scam or it's not going to make you any money. Inflated income claims, that's a big one. Showing Ferraris, Lamborghinis, houses, talking about going on vacations, how I don't have to work very much. I just set it on the beach here and I'm working, or I just check my emails for all my sales. These kind of things are all things to psychologically get you primed to sign up. A real business doesn't have to, you don't see franchises doing this. They don't have to con you through the lure of riches and wealth to get into their business. A franchise, you look at how much it's going to cost you, you look at how much you're going to have to spend, all these various fees, the potential markup on the items, you make an informed decision. These scammy and shady business opportunities, it's always promising you wealth, promising you riches. They never tell you about how on the back end you're going to have to buy another $2,000, $3,000, $10,000 worth of stuff in order to actually make any money. And there's always some other upsell from there. Or they want you to whatever money you do make, if you do happen to make any money, which you probably won't, then you got to turn that back over and buy another product from them. So you never really make any money. It's just going back into their pockets and hoping somebody else comes along and buys more products from you as well. You have to avoid such nonsense. If you're looking at a sales page and all they're doing, they're not talking about what they're actually selling. They're just talking about the money you're going to make, the vacations you're going to take. Wouldn't it be great to pay for your kids' college? Wouldn't it be great to do this? Buy a new car, pay off a car, buy a new house. All this stuff, that is 100% red flag that this is a scam. Run away from that. I don't care how good it sounds. Of course it sounds good. These people are salespeople. They know what they're doing. They know how to market. They know how to sell you. They know how to convince you. Even when you're not making any money, you'll still be convinced and out telling people about how great it is, and you're not making a penny. Stop with this kind of nonsense, my friends. Look at what is being presented to you. If they won't tell you, now don't expect any company that has something to sell you to explain everything outright. Of course, I don't expect that. But when they tell you nothing about what you're actually going to be doing, when they promise it's push button easy or they're going to do the work for you, why in the world would any company do the work for you if it's that simple and they can just do the work for you? Why wouldn't they just hire other people to do that work for you, make all the money themselves, and cut you out of it completely? There's no reason for it. That doesn't make any sense at all. So anybody telling you they're going to do the work for you, you just got to upgrade to this bigger plan or do any of this kind of stuff or buy these products over here or hire this service, these are scams. You need to run away from them. My friends, there are real business opportunities out there, but they're going to be honest and upfront. They're going to have income disclosures that are very clear. They're not going to have inflated promises. They're not going to have Ferraris and Lamborghinis on their sales page. These things are things to run away from. They're not going to have people on the beach talking about how much money they're making because their business is hands-free. These are not things that are true. These are things that are just sales tools to get you to buy their product. And if they're making so much money, why would they need to sell you $1 or $20 or $30 or $40 product? Just think about these things. Don't get fooled in. Don't get lured in with a desire to get rich quick. Follow simple business practices. Start a business of something that you'll actually do, that you actually take action on. Just take action on that business and go forward and go 100% in it, and you will find success. Don't get caught up in these other little business opportunities and things that aren't true and aren't legit. Find something you'll do that you like doing and do it to the best of your power, and you'll find success. Now, I know some people's objections will be, well, you don't understand. My friend over here is making so much money. Okay, well, that's great. But what is your friend doing? They have to sell that product to you. So if they're making so much money, of course they're trying to sell it to you. But are they really making any money? So often these people don't get any income from them. They have an account with some online business that shows commissions earned or sales earned, but they don't have that money. Until that money's in your hand, in your bank account, you have no money. And so often these places do not pay, or there's tricks. You got to get $2,000 worth of sales first before they pay anything. All kinds of things to keep money from you. And that's why these individuals, your friends and family, are trying so desperately to get you to sign up for these things, because they need another few sales so they can get a payout, if they'll even get one at all, which is the saddest thing. And then some of these companies will pay people, but it's really a little bit of the money, and then they hold back a lot. These are not real businesses. Do you read any kind of success stories from people who said, oh, I got an MLM company and I made millions? No. The only people you hear that I was in an MLM company or I signed up for this business opportunity and made millions are the people selling you that business opportunity, selling you into getting in that MLM program. It's never normal people who have money, who have done well. The people who are always talking these things up are people who have an interest in trying to sign you up for another one of these programs. Now, I like in general the idea of network marketing and MLM. The idea of it is beneficial. We all use products and services. We tell our friends and family about it. Why not be able to make some money off of it? But the problem with all these is, if you have any kind of ethical responsibility and you have any kind of morals, all you got to do is look at these products and say, I can't ethically sell these products because they are so much higher compared to the value they have, and you could get the same item for half the price in a regular store. How can I sell this to my friends and family? That's dishonest. When I know the product is not the greatest, there's nothing to warrant its extra cost, except that they have to pack that extra cost in order to be able to pay any kind of commissions. I don't want to do this to people. It's unethical. It's dishonest. And people inherently know that. The thing now is these companies are finding out that, hey, we don't even have to have a real product. We just have information, and then you can't do a one-on-one comparison, because it's not like it's tea that you can compare this tea to another tea in the store and determine this tea being sold by this network marketing company isn't any better than the tea in the store. But if you have information products, well, it's vague because it's not the same information that other people are providing because it's their unique twist on it. But so often the case is just go to YouTube. You can find the same information or better information than these people are trying to sell you at a huge markup. Go to this conference and listen, I've been to so many of these different events and I always am improving my education and learning and growing, and I will continue to do that. But these ones where they're trying to sell you networking and MLM type stuff and the information product is the product they're selling, they very rarely have anything of value. You could buy a $5 book on Amazon and have much more value contained in the pages therein than you would from 10,000 hours of their products, quote unquote product, information products. Don't get carried away with these things. Don't get lured into wasting your time. This is one of the most important things. Your time is being wasted. Your money's being wasted too, and you have to upgrade and spend all this money to get supposedly better commission or better payouts or whatever. Don't fall for these things, my friend. There are legitimate business opportunities, but they're going to require some capital generally, or a lot of heavy lifting. So you're going to be out there working hard to get them up and going. But these MLM and network marketing companies very rarely have any value. They very rarely are sustained. Many of them don't even ever pay. Just stop falling for this kind of nonsense. You can be very successful in this life. The biggest thing you need to do to start, and the biggest investment you need to make is on yourself. Invest in your own education, not going to college. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about education. Buy books from people who have been successful, who are doing the things you want to do. Learn from them. Improve. Build upon your own successes. Build upon your own improvement every single day. Make yourself a better person than you were the day before. Invest in yourself. Continue to improve. Continue to be better, and you will find great success in this life. You don't need a network marketing company. You don't need other people's products. You can have your own product service. And here's something simple. Look around. What does somebody in your area need? What do other people need? What do you need? Is there a good or service not being provided that you could fill the need for? Or is it being provided but you could fill the need better? Find those things, find a way of filling the need, and you will find great success. May God bless you richly.